So we have made this little booklet for you so that you can focus more on Mahalakshmi. Because you see, as we come from Sri Sampradaya, very often people think that Sri Sampradaya come from Ramanujacharya. Actually it is not. Sri Sampradaya come from Mahalakshmi herself directly. So it traces itself from Mahalakshmi onward, you know. Of course, Sri Ramanujacharya made it more prominent, reveal it more to the outside world, because before it was kept secret. Even the mantra itself, Om Namo Narayana, was kept secret. Imagine you, Sri Ramanujacharya himself went 18 times to his guru to get the name. So on the 18th time, he saw that he was so adamant about receiving that mantra, but he gave it. So it's not just like that, you know. So for all this generation to keep it strongly like that, meaning there is something deeper inside. There is a wealth which you don't see. This is one thing what you see in the outside, and there's another thing that you don't see on the outside, which reside deep within yourself. Probably you know about it, probably you feel about it, or you don't feel about it. When we look at the deities, for example, I see, we say they're very enlightened beings, you know. So what show that they are enlightened? What does it show? The aura behind the head? No. So what does it show? You know, that they are enlightened. If you look at all the devas, they are all clean shaven. No? Are they enlightened because of they are well clean? You know, they are well shaven. You see, no? Ram, Krishna, they're all well shaven. So if that was a sign of enlightenment, then poor people who are beard. So what about the rishis and the munis? They all have big beard, long one. No, Vedas. Because of Vedas, you have the Vedas and the Puranas, the Bhagavata and Mahabharata and Gita, everything. No? So he had a long beard. He is incarnation of Vishnu himself. So you see, it's not the external things which reveal that one is enlightened. See, when you're around an enlightened being, firstly, an enlightened being very often doesn't show the fullness of what they have inside. They like to keep it hidden. And those who have the eyes to see or have the perception of feeling, they will feel it. So, being among enlightened beings, automatically there is a change happening. And that change itself is Mahalakshmi. So, you see, as a mother, she's very dear to her creation. I'm not saying only human being, because she is also the mother of the animal, she's the mother of the tree, she's the mother of the whole creation itself. Not only Mother Earth, but the whole creation. And she looks after everyone. So that feeling itself, you know, when we call to the Lord Himself, when we call to Bhagavan, you know, it is her inside which is awakening. That feeling of love, you know, it is her inside, it's a particle of her. inside, which is calling the Lord. When we look at the Leela of Srimati Radharani and Krishna, no? Even if they are two separate beings, but in reality they are one. They play different Leela, they play different role, but the Lord, you see how He finds this enjoyment when someone called to Him, long for Him, not just calling, but long for Him. Calling, yes, everybody, everywhere, you see, they all call, you all believe in God, they all do everything, but it's just very often superficial. But when you long for Him, that deepness inside, you know, like Srimati Radharani had this deep longing inside of her heart. Oh, I was worried for you, you know. So that longing called for her beloved. Like that, Mahalakshmi gave that longing also inside to call to someone which is eternal. To call for Narayana, to call for Krishna. So this is what Mahalakshmi represents. She's always sitting at the feet of the Lord. At the same time, she's looking at everybody. She's caring for everyone. You know, when you see the Leela, which is so enacted, you know, by the Lord Himself, you will see how much she cared for the saint, you know. The one He wanted to test them. He will test till the end. You know, till you can't. But as a mother, she will always say, please don't be so strong upon him. So she will care. This is the beauty of it, you know. You see that this beautiful of the story of Anamanacharya itself, you know, when he was longing for Srimati Narayana, walking for days without food. And Mahalakshmi herself came in the form of an old lady, brought directly the prasad which Bhagavan himself had eaten and gave it to him. Of course he could not recognize her, but when he ate the prasad, he was filled with such a bhav, you know, he was filled with such prem inside of him. And he realized that this is not a normal human being. Who could that be? If it is not the mother herself. So like that, in your life, she comes in many ways. How your mind called to her, she'll come in that form to you. So, may her blessing be with all of you. And people live a very fast this year. So, have darshan, and then you can sit and meditate.